Hello, everyone. Today I thought I would share my 10 spiritual, practical, and humorous observations, thoughts, reflections that I had about my first 5K race back post my third baby. Even though I had originally planned to run the 10-mile this morning, that wasn't in the cards. So I showed up and I decided to run the 5K instead, and yay, I finished. I even have the t-shirt to prove it. Sidebar, they gave me this shirt yesterday, and this shirt says 10-mile run. So yeah, basically this shirt is a lie. So some quick background on me. I am not an avid runner. I am not a perfect Christian. I am not the best mother in the world. And I am not a comedian. What I am is a broken human seeking to encourage other broken humans as we struggle through this thing called life. So I wasn't in a super positive space going into the race this morning. So here are 10 things that got me through. Number 1 was an attitude of gratitude. This is spiritual advice. When I'm doing something really hard, I try really hard to maintain a posture of gratitude. So this morning I was thankful for the weather, I was thankful for my health, and I gave thanks for all of the blessings in my life that allowed me to even contemplate and be able to run a race. Number 2 is practical advice, and that is about planning your morning. So I started the night before to prepare for this race. I set out all of my stuff and I thought through my plan for the morning, what I was going to wear, what I was going to eat. Basically, I made as many decisions for myself the night before as I possibly could so that I could start that morning off right and with as little stress as possible. Number 3 is a little humorous, and that is about avoiding your children. Did I mention that I have 3 kids? I love them. And I was super pumped to get this time by myself. I thought to myself, oh, it's going to take an extra 10 minutes for me to finish the race. Am I going to have to care for another human being during those 10 minutes? No? Then let's keep it moving. I can finish this race. I do not have my kids with me right now. And thought number 4 is spiritual, and it's about encouraging others. The best part of the race for me happened before the race even started, and that was when I had the chance to cheer on all of the 10-mile runners that had turned around and were making their way back to the finish line. So if you're trying to do something really hard in your life, go and find those other people who are struggling and encourage them. It will give you more than you could ever imagine. Sidebar. This is why I love corporate worship. I get to come somewhere and I get to basically cheer on other Christians and be like, come on, Christians, like, we can do it. Go Jesus. And they show up and do that for me too. This next tip is practical, and it's about running your race. I cannot stress this enough, but run your race based on what feels right for you, right? I used to love sprinting as a kid, and I prefer to run a race in intervals. Now, if instead slow and steady works for you, be the tourist, So do what works for your body and for, what excites you, and just listen to your body and your mind. Sidebar, when you first start running, your body is only going to be saying to you, stop running. Don't listen to your body then, okay? Wait until it gets better, and then is when you should start listening to your body and your mind. For my humorous observation, I would just like to give a huge thank you to all of the male runners who were stripped down to almost nothing. My momentary concern for feeling like I was about to see something I really did not want to see distracted me from the discomfort and the stress of my race. So I just want to thank you for that. And also to that one man, I do not know how your shorts were staying up. They were so low on your body. Thank you. My next 3 tips are a bundle of tips. That is 7, 8, and 9. The spiritual aspect of this is find your jam. And the practical aspect of this is use your jam. And the humorous aspect of this is when your jam goes wrong. So first of all, find your jam. I need music to run. I use it to encourage me. I use it to distract me, and it helps me to keep going. This race, I used a playlist on Spotify called Spread the Gospel. And it was nice long songs that just kept me encouraged this whole time. And if music isn't really your thing, then find a podcast instead. Okay, final and very necessary sidebar. How is music not your jam? Like, how is that not a thing? Music is a beautiful gift. It has literally gotten me through some of my darkest moments in my life. If you have not connected to music ever in your life, just please invest in a Spotify account for 3 months, right? And just explore. Just explore music, listen, and find something that speaks to your soul. Like, because it's out there. And you need this. Like, we all really need music, so thank me later. Now, on the practical side, use your jam. So especially if you're running intervals, use that song to time out your intervals. So find songs where you can walk during the verses and you can run during the choruses, and that is going to be way more fun than having to look at a timer or hear the little computer voice telling you it's time to walk slow. So my finish line song was CeCe Winans' Believe for It, and hitting that chorus and seeing the finish line and punching it into high gear. I used my jam, and it really helped me. Finally, a note about when jams go wrong. Right around 40-minute mark of my playlist, there is a song called Something Has to Break. And I just want you to know that in the context of running, I found the song Something Has to Break less than encouraging. So I was motivated to make sure that I ran this race under that 40-minute mark. And I came in right at 39:49. So to wrap things up, my final observation is that we can do so much more than we can even imagine we're capable of, and that there is an entire community of encouragers waiting to cheer you on. For every troll, I believe there are at least 10, if not 100, if not 1,000 encouragers waiting to say, go runners, go parents, go workers, go friends, go dreamers, go helpers. You can do it. And more importantly, even if you can't do it this time, you are worthy and you are loved.